Welcome to the Gorgeous World YouTube channel. Today, we're diving into the thrilling world of Turkish dramas with our countdown of the 15 best revenge-based series. From intense betrayals to gripping plots, these shows will keep you on the edge of your seat. So grab your popcorn and let's explore the twists and turns of these unforgettable stories. Number 1. Gizzly Botch. The series follows Nazlı Shahin, a young, single mother struggling to raise her son, Memo. When Memo's wealthy uncle, Demir Akanar Murat Yildirim, discovers he has a nephew, he intends to gain custody. Upon learning about Nazlı's profession, Demir believes she is unfit to raise Memo and begins a fierce custody battle. However, Nazlı is not the person Demir assumes. She harbors a significant secret that complicates matters. As the two clash over Memo's future, their opposing worlds collide, revealing deep family secrets and past shadows. Amidst the turmoil, a complex and unexpected love begins to blossom between them, challenging their assumptions and reshaping their lives. Number 2. Kornakta around her evolve, testing loyalties and stirring deep feelings. In the midst of seeking justice, Aslim must confront her past and decide what love truly means in the face of adversity. Number 3. Leila. After being abandoned by her stepmother following her father's remarriage, Leila returns years later seeking revenge. Her childhood was shattered when her father, Hilmi, married Noor, a woman who turned their home into a nightmare. Hilmi, blinded by love, fails to see Noor's true nature until it's too late, ultimately paying with his life. Left homeless and alone, Leila vows to make Noor pay for destroying her family. Years later, Leila re-enters the scene disguised as Ella, a talented chef working for Noor, who now lives in luxury with her partner, former football star Tufo. Complications arise when Geno, Leila's childhood protector, returns as Gjamal, Noor's adopted son. As Leila grapples with her thirst for revenge and her rekindled feelings for Gjamal, long-buried family secrets begin to surface. This emotional journey forces everyone involved to confront their past and the consequences of their actions. Number 4. Kuzgun. In the late 1980s, two cops arrest a drug lord who offers a tempting bribe to secure his freedom. One cop refuses, while the other accepts, leading to the honest officer being framed in a drug scandal orchestrated by his best friend, the corrupt cop. As a result, the honest cop is kicked off the force and tragically loses his life shortly after moving his family from Istanbul. Left in chaos, his family is torn apart, and the oldest son, Kuzgun, is abducted by thugs, forcing the 8-year-old to survive on the streets. Over the next 2 decades, Kuzgun transforms his pain into a relentless drive for vengeance. Now an adult, he infiltrates the gang of Rifat, the friend who betrayed his father, determined to rise through the ranks. Everything is going according to plan until he encounters Dila, Rifat's daughter and Kuzgun's childhood love, who was heartbroken when he vanished. As Kuzgun becomes her bodyguard, the old spark between them reignites, complicating his quest for revenge. Caught between his thirst for vengeance and their rekindled love, Kuzgun must navigate a treacherous path. Will their bond be strong enough to overcome the shadows of the past? This compelling love story challenges both Kuzgun and Dila, forcing them to confront the intertwining forces of love and revenge. Number 5. Can Çiçekleri follows the poignant tale of Dilan and Baran, who are forced into a marriage to end a long-standing blood feud. Amidst hostility from both families, their union ignites a passion that could either blossom into love or lead to ruin. Baran grapples with his hatred for Dilan's family while trying to save his brother from a dire situation and cope with the guilt of a past attack that claimed his mother's life. As he seeks peace for his vengeful family, destiny intervenes when his uncle reveals he has tracked down those responsible for the attack. However, the uncle harbors a dark secret. He orchestrated the attack to gain the family fortune should Baran seek revenge. Faced with a moral dilemma, Baran finds himself unable to kill, leading his brother to step in. The only solution is to marry Dilan, the daughter of his enemy. When he discovers Dilan is the woman he once felt a spark with, he is torn between his emerging feelings and his family's animosity. As they navigate their new life together, Dilan and Baran gradually realize that the connection they share might transform into a powerful love. But the shadow of their family's hatred looms large, threatening everything they hold dear. Number 6. Dui Beni. Set in a prestigious high school, Daibeni delves into themes of bullying, social injustice, and high school romance. Ikim and Meltem, two inseparable teenagers from a modest neighborhood, often envy the affluent students of Dogru High School. Their lives take a tragic turn when a car hits Meltem, and the driver and elite student flee the scene. As news spreads that Meltem may spend her life in a wheelchair due to this accident, the principal offers scholarships to 3 students from Meltem's neighborhood to distract from the scandal. Ikim, along with her friends Bekir and Aish, is thrilled to start anew at the prestigious school. However, they quickly realize that their new life comes with unexpected challenges. Faced with the harsh realities of bullying and social elitism, the trio must navigate a world where the rich have lives far more complex than they ever imagined. As they fight to survive and find their place, Ikim and her friends discover the strength of their bonds and the resilience required to stand against injustice. Number 7. The Winter Sun. Years after a ruthless businessman murdered his father and ordered the death of his twin brother, a modest fisherman named Ifi is left with a new identity and a burning desire for revenge. After an accident that claims his father's life, Ifi loses his memory and grows up unaware of his true heritage. Years later, he discovers he is the son of a wealthy family and finds his twin brother, Meat, who now works at their father's former company. However, the murderers, learning that Ifi is still alive, target him once more but mistakenly kill Meat instead. To avenge his father and brother, Ifi assumes Meat's identity, infiltrating the high-stakes world of the very men who destroyed his family. As Ifi navigates this treacherous path, he also confronts a love lost since childhood, all while plotting his revenge and seeking redemption. Number 8. Ashkmatic Idakam. Love Logic Revenge follow SRA. A beautiful girl from a financially troubled family seeks a steady job in her future husband to ensure financial stability. She marries Ozan, an engineering genius who has always loved her and seems capable of providing the stability she desires. However, Ozan's decision to leave his steady job to pursue his own software venture leads to financial strain. SRA, who had envisioned a comfortable life, becomes the sole breadwinner, facing mounting stress and difficulties. As Ozan's business dreams falter and he faces multiple bankruptcies, SRA struggles to keep their finances afloat. The pressure eventually results in a miscarriage, prompting her to file for divorce without revealing the loss. She returns to her parents' home, working as a waitress, while Ozan finds success and becomes a wealthy CEO. 2 years later, SRA learns of Ozan's newfound success and confronts him, hoping for an apology and acknowledgement of her sacrifices. Instead, Ozan's cold and arrogant demeanor shocks her, leading him to offer her money to leave him alone. Angered, SRA decides to exact revenge by becoming an intern at his company, Millennium Soft, where she hopes to rekindle his love. Complicating matters, Ozan's friend Sanar also joins the company as an intern and forms a bond with SRA. The series, Love Logic Revenge, explores whether Ozan will ever understand and forgive SRA if she will succeed at Millennium Soft, and whether their love can be rekindled amidst the tangled emotions and revenge. Number 9. Hudut Sevda. Hudutsu Sevda follows Halil Ibrahim Krasu, who returns to his Black Sea village after 20 years. Halil had fled as a child when his father was killed by the local crime boss, Arsvan Leto. Now, he aims to marry his childhood sweetheart, Yasemin, but tragedy strikes when Yasemin is murdered by Arsvan's son. Consumed by vengeance, Halil embarks on a mission to take down Arsvan Leto. As Halil dismantles Rizvan's criminal empire, he unexpectedly gains an ally in Zeynep, Arsvan's daughter. Disillusioned with her family's criminal lifestyle and moved by Halil's plight, Zeynep helps him. Her old schoolgirl crush on Halil reignites, and she falls deeply in love with him, despite being her father's enemy. In the treacherous landscape of the Black Sea, a woman in love proves to be a formidable force. Number 10. Safar. After his son's death, he takes care of his grandchildren. The eldest son, Ates, lives abroad, while Yaman, the middle son, works at the family business under his grandfather. The youngest, Okan, is close to Yaman. Ferre, from a family who works for the Gulsoys, and Yaman are childhood friends turned lovers. They plan to marry after her graduation. Yaman fights with Bora, son of a powerful family, who wants revenge. Okan accidentally knocks Bora unconscious, and fearing the worst, throws his body in a lake. Yaman stays silent to protect his family.
But Semel, Farai's stepmother, witnesses everything. She forces Yaman to marry her daughter Elena to keep quiet. Yaman sacrifices his love for Farai and his family. Devastated and betrayed, Farai attempts suicide. Ates saves her and learns she's pregnant. Yaman is married to Elena, while Farai pretends to date Ates to protect her baby. Both Yaman and Farai hide the truth. Safar delivers an incredible love story that captivates from start to finish. Yaman's unwavering loyalty and Farai's enduring passion create a chemistry that's truly mesmerizing. Despite trials and tribulations, Yaman's character shines as a beacon of loyalty and true love.
Number 11. Gjamal. 30 years ago in Bursa, Zafar, forced to marry the unlovable Same, leaves her true love, Mustafa. She bears a son, Gjamal, whom she cannot love, and later a daughter, Gulendam. Overwhelmed by her family, Zafar flees with Mustafa when he reappears. Upon discovering her pregnancy, Same hangs himself, and young Gjamal, seeking revenge, kills Mustafa. Zafar curses Gjamal, declaring he will never find love. 20 years later, Gjamal, now wealthy and powerful, remains unfulfilled and bitter, driven by his mother's rejection. His hardened heart starts to soften when he meets Deva, a captivating and enigmatic woman. Despite their differences and initial animosity, their connection deepens into a passionate and unexpected love affair, challenging Gjamal's belief that he is destined to be unloved. Number 12. Shuvda.
Tells the story about Gjamal, who is from a middle-class family, and his only aim in life is to make a living and survive. Gjamal is a mine engineering student, and he doesn't believe in miracles, especially those related to love. But his world turns upside down when Nihan comes into his monotonous life. From a wealthy family, Nihan lives in an affluent area of the neighborhood. However, she finds herself removed from the values of her environment and distant to her own world. Almost impossible, Gjamal and Nihan's love surpasses their differences and they manage to stay together until Gjamal has to leave Istanbul to work in a mine in Zonguldak. Soon after, Nihan marries wealthy businessman Amar Kazquoglu, who has been in love with her since childhood. 5 years later, an unexpected mine accident develops a new path for Gjamal. One that will take the completely changed Gjamal back to Istanbul to confront Nihan, Emir and everything else that made him turn away. His destiny will force him to complete his unfinished businesses. Honestly speaking, Shuvda has captivated me with its intricate storyline and brilliant performances. The series offers a roller coaster of emotions and a glimpse into Turkish culture. I found this series way more addictive than any other series. However, the ending left me a bitter aftertaste, tarnishing an otherwise exceptional viewing experience. Shuvda is available on Dailymotion with English subtitles.
Number 13. Tatli Intikam. Pelin Soylu, unlucky in love, is left heartbroken when her dream man, Tolga, runs away on their wedding day. A mysterious woman tells Pelin she is cursed by someone from her past, prompting Pelin to revisit her history. She recalls Sinan, a university classmate she once rejected and humiliated, who disappeared from her life afterward. In the present, Pelin finds Sinan as a successful restaurant owner. Seeking his forgiveness, she discovers he is not ready to let go of the past and wants to make her pay for her previous actions. Despite the challenges, Pelin is determined to set things right, believing her happiness depends on his forgiveness. It is an intriguing plot with strong performances, but the rushed ending leaves many unanswered questions. Despite its flaws, the chemistry between the lead actors makes it a captivating watch. Worth seeing, but I will suggest to be prepared for an abrupt conclusion. Number 14.
Chuker. Chuker, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods of Istanbul, is ruled by the Kahova family. Although they are closely related to crime, the family has its own rules. One of these rules is the prohibition of drugs. Drugs cannot be produced, used or sold in Chuker, but one of the upstarts is determined to break the ban. First he tries to negotiate with the Kachovas, but when his request is rejected, he attacks the neighborhood and the family with his power. Just as he thinks that he has put the family on their knees, something unpredicted comes up. Now the cards need to be dealt again. Yamak is a young man who has focused himself on living life the way he wants to. He's a man who doesn't think about tomorrow. One night he meets a beautiful young woman as wounded and dangerous as himself. Her name is Sheena. Soon they fall in love and get married. While thinking that they would live happily ever after, Yamak's family that he believed he had left behind comes between them. As Senna follows Yamak and runs in the family, they are not aware that their lives will never be the same.
Number 15. Sadakatsis. Asya Jansudere is a 37-year-old general practitioner and associate director at a hospital in Tekkerdag. She appears to have the perfect life with her husband Volkan Janer Jinderik and their teenage son Ali Alp Akar. However, her world begins to crumble when she suspects Volkan of infidelity after finding a blonde hair on his scarf. Despite Volkan's caring demeanor, Asaya's intuition is triggered, leading her to investigate. She learns that he has a female assistant named Sarah Olkay Yusufoglu, who claims Volkan maintains a healthy work-life balance. Confused by his late arrival's home, Asya confides in her childhood friends Bahar, Yeliz Kuvanci, and Daria Ozjazder, but their reassurances do little to ease her worries. Determined to uncover the truth, Asya secretly follows Volkan one afternoon, only to find him at his ailing mother's house. However, a caretaker reveals he hasn't visited in weeks. Heartbroken, Asya decides to confront the situation head-on. She enlists a young patient, Nil Nazli Bulem, to tail Volkan. Nil discovers Volkan with a young woman, leading Asya to search his car during his birthday party. There, she finds a hidden phone containing evidence of his affair with Darren Melis Sezen, the daughter of one of her patients. Shockingly, Asya also finds messages indicating that her friends Daria and Bahar are complicit in the betrayal. Now armed with the truth, Asya is determined to confront both her husband and her friends. Faced with a life-altering choice, will she forgive them, or will she seek revenge? The drama unfolds as Asya navigates the emotional turmoil of betrayal and empowerment. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the 15 best revenge-based Turkish series. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting content. Share your favorite revenge drama in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Until next time, happy watching.